G'day guys, this clip is taken from a larger video where I reviewed the World Eaters leaks in completion. So all of the new leaks from the new codex are completed in this other video, but I thought for ease of use and to make it a little bit easier for you guys to digest this, I would split the video down into multiple different components. So if you want to see the whole thing, there's links to the description below. But with that being said, let's get into this clipped version of my World Eaters Codex leak review.
Look for the blood god.
Are you tired of overkilling or underkilling enemy units? Tired of wasting time deciding how many attacks to allocate to achieve a desired outcome? And are you tired of complicated maths, calculating multiple weapon profiles with complex special rules? Well, thanks to today's sponsor, all of those problems are problems of the past. Adept Roll allows you to input the profile of your attacking units and the profile of the units they are attacking into to calculate expected results with precision. You can apply modifiers like Feel No Pain, -1 to hit, damage reduction, as well as enemy strats like Armor of Contempt to get precise results for what you expect your units to do on the tabletop. By rapidly simulating 1,000 rolls, Adept Roll will help you understand what your expected results are likely to be in any given tabletop situation. You can even save attacker or defender profiles to make data entry super fast and super simple, as well as importing them from various sources like Battlescribe or even screenshots from the Games Workshop app itself. So if you're looking to upskill, play like a pro, and stop making avoidable mistakes on the tabletop, download Adept Roll today and start playing with precision. So the first one is the Cult of Blood Detachment. Now this is a one that's themed around having a ton of jackals and a couple of big monsters that the jackals are sort of idolizing. So monsters and titanics gain the idol keyword, and jackals and goremongers gain 1 buff from below when within 6 inches in your command phase. So these are kind of like doctrines. You can pick each one of them once per game, and that lasts for that battle round, and all jackals and goremongers are going to get it. One of them is +1 to hit and wound, another one is +1 advance and charge, and the other one is a 4-up invulnerable save. So there's going to be one turn where you're going to have these big units of jackals with a 4+ invulnerable save, which is kind of nice. Their enhancements, one of them is +3 inches to all of your auras, which means that those auras from the detachment rule are going to spill out even further. Another one allows a model to be attached to goremongers and jackals, and if goremongers, it gains infiltrate keyword. So you could take your slaughterbound, or you could take your master of executions, give him this enhancement, and now you can attach him to your goremongers and your jackals, which is kind of cool. The next one is a monster model only. You gain +1 toughness and a 5-up Feel No Pain, so that's kind of cool. The next allows you to redeploy 3 jackals or goremonger units before the start of the game. It's kind of cool as well. And then we get into the stratagems, which is where this detachment becomes quite interesting. One of them is 1 command point after an enemy unit kills one of your monsters or your titanics. So basically, after one of your idols dies, your entire army gains reroll hits against that enemy unit until the end of the battle, which is a really good way of buffing the damage output of everything in your army. So that's kind of cool. And what you can do is you can do something cheeky like throw a demon prince in their face early and dare them to kill it. And if they kill it with something substantial, you now get reroll hits against it. You got a 2 CP strat. Dead Jackals unit comes back into strategic reserve, so recycling it's sort of like the Imperial Guard. So you can take a unit of 20 Jackals, throw that up into the middle of the board, and if your opponent kills it, you can spend 2 CP, and now you get another unit of 20 Jackals in reserves. That's quite cool. 1 CP, Jackals or Goremongers get a 6-up Feel No Pain, or a 5-up Feel No Pain if they're within 6 inches of an idol. So now if you combine that with the 4-up Invulnerable save, you're going to have a 4-up Invulnerable save and a 5-up Feel No Pain on that unit. Brutal. What else have we got here? We've got Jackals or Goremongers unit gains 3-inch engagement range, which means you're going to be able to have that big 20-man Jackal unit, and they're pretty much all going to fight, whereas one of the challenges often is that, you know, because that unit's so big and cumbersome, it's hard to get them to all strike. So this stratagem helps fix that. Another one is reroll 1s to hit, or reroll everything if you're near an idol, within 6 inches of your idol. So another way of pushing the damage output of those units up. And then the last one is in the command phase, you get to give one of your units an alternate buff from that detachment rule, which basically allows you to continually recycle probably the 4-up invulnerable save. And if you're generating 2 CP per turn, you're going to be able to go, cool, one unit is going to be constantly rolling around with a 4-up invulnerable save and a 5-up feel no pain, which we've had that in the past, and it is a very, very tough unit to crack, especially when there's 20 of them. That's the Cult of Blood detachment. So I've written a list to give you guys a bit of an idea on what I think that detachment's going to look like. So let's have a look. Okay, so we've got the Demon Prince with Chosen Acorn. That's the one that buffs his aura range. Then we've got 20 Jackals, 20 Jackals, 20 Jackals, 10 Jackals, and then triple Lord of Skulls. So I think the Lord of Skulls is really good in this detachment because he's a relatively big model, and he has a 9-inch. He projects that idle aura for 9 inches, which means that you're going to be able to string out your units a lot more effectively. We've got 10 Jackals for sticking your home field, and then 3 units of 20 that are going to be pushing up into the midfield. And basically, they're not going to be trying to charge anyone or do any damage. They're primarily going to be there for holding objectives and doing secondaries, while your Demon Prince hangs out near them to gain that 3-inch lone op, and also be able to fight things when he needs to. And then you're basically going to shove those 3 Lord of Skulls into your opponent's face. This is going to be an interesting one. And interestingly, the fact that you have those 3 Lord of Skulls means that getting the dev wounds is going to be very, very likely, because you're going to be rolling 11 dice, and you just need to roll 3 3-ups, I think it was, for the dev wounds. And those Jackals going in with it, the amount of attacks that they have, especially if you're putting sustained hits on, you're going to get a ton of attacks. If you put sustained hits and dev wounds, you're getting a ton of hits. Then you're going for tons of wound rolls, and every 6 is just going to cut straight through your opponent, which is crazy. No need to worry about the fact that Jackals have 0 AP, and no need to worry about the fact that they're relatively low strength, because you're just fishing for those 6s anyway. I think this is going to be a ton of fun, and I think this is the way that people will play Cult of Blood. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. If you liked that video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff, and head over to blogforthebloodgod.com, where you can pick up merchandise to support this channel and allow me to continue making content like this. You can pick up a t-shirt like the one I'm wearing now, neoprene objective markers, gaming mats, we've got dice, we've got terrain sets, and we've also got a link to my Etsy store where you can get 3D printed miniatures if you're looking to expand your World Eaters range or start a World Eaters army entirely. So there's a ton of different cool ways that you can show your support for the channel. Everything that you do helps me improve the quality of my content and the frequency of my content. So if you liked this and want to see more of it, you can show your support there. Or you can join our Patreon, which is a great way that you can get access to our unique Discord channel where we talk lists, we provide coaching, one-on-one, various tiers, give you certain access to certain things, and we also just have a ton of fun in there. There's a lot of banter, we share memes and stuff like that. It's a ripple little community with a lot of support. So if you're looking to immerse yourself in some like-minded World Eaters players, check out that Discord via Patreon, and as always, let's get a conversation going in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.